Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a Stepdle puzzle. This is my 29th attempt of this year. So last time I used for letter B and all of my starting guesses had B as the second letter. So now we're going to use C and all of my guesses are going to have C as the second letter. So let's start with an echo. Wow, 4 very common letters there, but nothing helpful at all. So let's just pray that this is a better guess. Okay, it is, but only marginally. We need a few more vowels, don't we? Well, we need at least one. It's got to be an I or a U. It is the I, so we're probably not going to have the U. We just need to work out the correct consonants. And we are on the grid with 4 greens. Right, 5-letter word with an A in second. Let's go for acorn. Ooh, A-O-R, all very useful. No need to complain to the mayor about that. Ooh, we can complain to the mayor about that. We've still only got A-O-R. At least the R is green. So the O is probably going to be second with the A in fourth. We'll just swap them round. That would be blank O, blank A-R. Solar or polar? I did get the 50-50 correct, which is always nice. Right, what's a 6-letter word with the C in second? How about scythe? Why not? It's got a mixture of decent letters and less decent letters. And 2 of them are useful today. That could have been worse. How about... I mean, I was going to say how about we put the ET at the end, but it can't be basket or bucket. So let's rethink that theory. Let's just tinker around with some other letters. Okay, still no greens. At least we've got the N as well. Could be an ENT beginning, but it can't be entire or entity. Entomb would work. Probably not likely to be correct, but it keeps me going. Gives me some more useful information. Interesting. So the E is second or fourth? Which do I think is more likely? If it's second, probably the O would be there, because where else would it go? We would have to use the N somewhere as well, possibly last. That does feel plausible. The other option is that maybe the O is there and the E is there. That's looking particularly potent. That definitely could be correct. And it is. I've been better off using the P's in those last 2. Right, at least we got there in only 4. That's not too bad. What about a 7-letter word? Let's just stop scaring ourselves. We'll try an ing ending. Oh, we do get an I and an N, but it's clearly not an ing ending. And none of these answers have had a C in it, which is typical given that it is C day in the puzzle. Right. What are we going to do? How about printed? Will I have printed the answer? Oh! No, but I've got the RIN right where it needs to be. So, something like crinkle, wrinkle. I was going to say it can't be crinkle because we can't use the C, which we've sadly found out every time so far, but we could have a wrinkle. There's no wrinkle in this puzzle. We've solved it in a pretty quick time, actually. Only 14 total guesses. Not my best, but definitely not my worst. And only 4 minutes. That's twice as quick as we sometimes are. That's quite a nice Stepdle puzzle C. Thank you for watching, and see ya next time.